and I was sent a letter saying that I am not who I said I was. So I have a question about that because I don't understand.
This is not a discussion here. This is not a conversation. I ask a question, you respond to my question. Now, this is typical behavior for you because you're a sovereign citizen.
I was not given the warrant.
Take her down to jail now.
Why am I being arrested?
Take her down to jail.
What crime have I committed? Get off me. This is kidnapping. This is a false arrest.
I'm just trying to get my information, John. The only way I can get it is I have to go through the state. This is signed from the
state. If the state said they've given you everything they've given you, there's nothing else for me to do.
But he has to request it from the Bay County Sheriff's Office in order for me to get it.
You don't have to do anything like that.
But John, this is the only way I can get it is through the state.
He didn't have to go do that.
But
what is your authority for that?
what's my authority? I'm asking for my file of record, Your Honor.
What is your authority that the state has to go provide all that information to you?
Because
today, we got a double dose of courtroom chaos. First up, we head to Judge Iorochi's courtroom, where a rude and defiant sovereign citizen woman is in court for driving without a license. Instead of following basic decorum, she doesn't want to sit down, ignores direct court orders, and acts like she's the one running the show. But pushing Judge Iorochi's patience is never a good idea, and by the end of this hearing, she's earned herself a brand new pair of shiny metal bracelets. Yes, she gets cuffed right in court. Stay tuned to see exactly how she ended up in that predicament. Then, we're off to Judge Clark's courtroom in Panama City, Florida, where a pro se defendant is making demands he has no legal authority to make. He's insisting on body camera footage, but has no clue how to properly request evidence. Will he be able to argue his motions successfully without professional legal representation? Or will Judge Clark shut him down?
Court is now on the record in City of Conneaut versus Amber McHenry, 24 TRD 819. Ms. McHenry entered no plea to charges of no operator's license and expired plates, each of which is a minor misdemeanor, on December 17th, 2024. I scheduled it for a bench trial for January 8th of 2025. Ms. McHenry was given notice of that bench trial. I have a signed receipt in the file showing she got notice of that bench trial. Present on January 8th, 2025 was the law director along with a police officer. Ms. McHenry failed to appear. As a result of her failure to appear, I issued a warrant for her arrest. That was January 8th. It's now over a month later, February 11th, and Ms. McHenry is now turning herself in on the warrant. She is in the courtroom, and she is without an attorney. Ms. McHenry, why were you not here on January 8th of 2025?
I have a question about the case.
Ms. McHenry, sit down. This is not your courtroom. Sit in that chair.
I have a question about the case. That's not the case number that I had.
Yes, it is, Ms. McHenry. You've got other cases pending that are set for jury trial.
The original case number that I had was like TDR like 0800 something. And
24 TRD 819.
819. Okay. I was just double checking on the case number. Can you repeat your question then? No.
Why were you not here on January 8th?
I put in an appearance and it was rejected and struck from the record, and I was sent a letter saying that I am not who I said I was. So I have a question about that because I don't understand.
This is not a discussion here. This is not a conversation. I ask a question, you respond to my question. Now, this is typical behavior for you because you're a sovereign citizen. At least you claim to be.
I've never claimed that.
Well, your documentation that you filed, including the one you filed today that did not have a correct caption or case number on it, is indicative of that. So let me ask you, Ms. McHenry, again, why were you not physically, personally present in the courtroom on January 8th, 2025 for your trial?
I need the oath and bonds to be put for each person acting as a public official, in this case, who is acting as a public servant, to be put on the record. And I also require the indemnity bond, and I'm going to require the other bonds. I need the accounting. Please, for the record, let it be known that you exited.
I
while
did.
asking.
I exited the courtroom and asked a police
Who
officer,
is-
probation
Who has
officer.
the indemnity bond?
Uh,
Where is the bill of particulars?
The
Because I
bond is
did not
being,
receive it.
the warrant is being executed, you're being taken into custody. Take her down to the jail now.
I was not given the warrant.
Take her down to
either.
the jail now.
Why am I being arrested?
Take her down
For
to
what?
jail.
What crime have I committed? Get off me. This is kidnapping. This is a false arrest.
Stop playing.
No, this is a false arrest.
Okay, relax.
This is kidnapping. They're violating my rights, my constitutional rights. I put in,
I thought the Constitution didn't apply to you.
the Constitution applies to every living man and woman.
Yeah.
You are violating your oath, Mr. Iarochi. What am I being arrested for? What am I being arrested for?
Okay, with respect to the rest of you here today, good morning. My name is Nick Iarochi. I'm the judge, and this is your initial appearance hearing on traffic-related charges that have been filed against you.
And yourself, you understand in any part of these proceedings that you're, if you're asked for an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you. Understand that?
Yes, sir, Your
Do
Honor.
you wish to consider, do you wish to still represent yourself?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
All right. And what are we here today for?
I filed a motion to compel, Your Honor.
In what case?
It was filed in 23445.
Motion to compel further discovery? And has the state had an opportunity to review that?
Yes, Your Honor. I believe this is the second or third time that we've addressed this issue. Everything's been provided to the defendant.
Your response, sir?
No, and I filed on October 25th. I did the same motion, Your Honor, and I requested some information from the Bay County Sheriff's Office. And I have a piece of paperwork signed by Tommy Ford and Nelson Bell Nelson, the supervisor of the records for Bay County Sheriff's Office. And it clearly states that in order for me to get any of the information, that I have to go through the discovery process, and the state has to supply me with this information.
Have you noticed the sheriff's office for today's hearing?
No, sir.
Mr. Sullivan, any?
Everything that's I've gotten discovery has been provided to the defense, Your Honor. I don't know what else. And like I said, this is the second or third time we've addressed this issue regardless.
Anything else?
I'm just trying to get my information, Your Honor. The only way I can get it is I have to go through the state. This is signed from the
State, if the state said they've given you everything they've given you, there's nothing else for me to do.
But he has to request it from the Bay County Sheriff's Office in
You
order
don't
for
have
me
to
to
do
get it.
anything like that.
But, Your Honor, this is the only way I can get it is through the state.
He didn't have to go do that.
But
What is your authority for that?
what's my authority? I'm asking for my file of record, Your Honor.
What is your authority that the state has to go provide all that information to you?
Because Tommy Ford said the only way I can get this information is
I'm
I
gonna
have
deny
to get
your
it through
motion.
the state.
Where are we at on this?
Your Honor, can I clarify what specifically are you?
I'm asking for the whole file because I made some complaints against the officer. Because when I got arrested, they had body cam and all this, and then they said they didn't have
You're
no
gonna have to
body
get
cam.
that through the sheriff's office. You're gonna have to file a motion with them and notice them for a hearing.
And Your Honor, for the record purposes, the sheriff's office, SID did not have body cam at this time. So I mean, that's.
But I mean, regardless, if you think that information is there, you're gonna have to go through the sheriff's office. You're gonna have to notice them for a hearing.
Everything that the state has has been provided in discovery. So one other thing I want to address, Your Honor, Mr. Davis wrote me a letter asking for a plea offer. There has been a 10-year plea offer extended that was for 10 years for the trafficking case, and I would consolidate his other burglary case. So that offer is on the table that was previously made. But because he wrote me that letter, I wanted to make it clear on the record that he does have that offer.
Are you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, are you rejecting that offer?
At this time, yes, sir.
Okay. All right, we set for trial.
No, Your Honor, I'm asking for the March 3rd trial date.
Any objection, Mr. Davis?
No, sir.
All right, March 3rd at 8:30 for trial, February 21st for trial management, 9 o'clock.
All comments, viewpoints, interpretations, and insights expressed in this video are for education and entertainment purposes. All individuals featured in the video are to be presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Please do not attempt to contact, locate, or engage with any individuals featured in the video.